Yo, what's up guys and welcome back. I am finally going into Florida 2 of this. I had a bit of a delay for this sadly, but we're finally back on it. Same team, same setup, everything is the same as Florida 1. Nothing changed. Just gonna be continuing straight into Florida 2. Hoping for the best RNG so we can get this pretty fast and simple. Hopefully with good HP so we can get a Florida 3 run as well. So I hope it all works out for the better. One thing I kind of realized with this team is that Magelda is a little bit too squishy, but we should be able to work around it with some resistance pieces, which I do end up getting later on. But for this run, all you need is just the basic stuff. But to make it a little bit easier, resistances do help. Phase 1. As they usually go in, do the attacks, building up stats, getting your melees, as you should do with basically this team. Because the faster you get to build up, the more you can resist, the better your healing's gonna become. And you're gonna be ending this phase with melee's ults. And you just basically chip it down. You have ult removal, so you can prevent him from ulting you, which is very nice. So you can take your time and build up to what you want it to be before you like progress through. Just gotta remember that melee's ult is gonna be the last thing you're gonna be hitting with. That should be more than enough damage. It is. Also, the amount of like attacks Diane ends up taking, like it pretty much enables her to do a lot of damage, whether she's like disabled or not or anything. So she hits pretty hard in most situations. So phase 2, you gotta make sure and watch out where you remove stances, because when you remove stances here, you're unable to heal for 2 turns. So with this team, what I try to do sometimes is cycle ults. Just keep cycling without removing it. The only time I actually remove the stances are when either I see a point where I'm at good HP and I can like fully go in, and I know I can survive 2 hits like for 2 turns. But if I can't, I won't do it. And another place where I would do it is to remove his ult gauge. That's about it. Like if like in this positioning here, I need to remove it because I need to remove his ult gauge. So that's the only reason I fully commit to that play here. And hopefully while you're doing this, you can get a decent amount of like ult gauge removals, so you can control that and not take too much damage with that ult, because getting ulted while you're infected or anything at all, it's gonna be a little bit too much for you. But it's too much for me. My team almost dies. Anytime that happens to me, it almost dies for sure. And having a good amount of Diane stances for me really helps, because the second like she's not focused and someone's lower, they're most likely gonna die, which is Magelda most of the times. And for my Magelda specifically, I know she's very squishy. The cosmetics and stuff were not even upgraded at like their bare minimum. Yep, we're pretty stacked up right now. We're getting a decent amount of resistances going. We have taunts. It's just to basically clear whenever you can clear this whenever you see fit and go through, because you can remove gauge as much as you can, not tanking any ults, and go through the best HP possible, best place you can probably set up for phase 3. So phase 3, you gotta get him below 50%, which for this team, for me, not gonna lie, it is kind of a problem for me. Just because, like, I gotta throw a ton of attacks to even get past the first 50 and then keeping him down, because a lot of the times my Freya, she just does not output the damage that I'm normally used to seeing with the next team. So, like, we hit all of that, we barely just hit 50%. So, it's a tough one. Yeah, and Magalda gets targeted. Most of the time, for me, she is. That Solidify definitely gonna help. And Diane, that's why Diane is probably pretty good for this. Like, she just pile drives through all the defense, all the HP, everything, and just does an insane amount of damage. Like right here, I'm already looking at an opportunity to, like, I can chip it down and I can get Melly's ult for, like, finisher. So I'm actually gonna take that option, because it should be more than enough to get, like, enough to go down, and then you basically need Melly's ults. Because you can't have him stack like 3 of those blue buffs. You're not gonna do as much damage as you need to even get it back up to like 50% if he decides to, like, full heal, which can happen, like, especially if he's ulting you or does double AoE. His lifesteal it just goes crazy. My only fault here, I think, is getting Magalda to good HP. That's what cost it's gonna cost me for the next lore, basically, because right now I have no option, and my Diane is only 4-6, so we don't get the bestest of heals, but it's something, you know. Like, we don't get full healing from that. We do end up killing Fleur too, which is pretty good, don't get me wrong. But you see what's gonna happen here? Magalda's HP is not the best. And at this point, it was not good enough for floor 3. Because I did a few runs and it just did not work out. In my follow-up for floor 3, I already redid the run. I already got it back to my whole team is full HP at this point. So I'm gonna try to work it out and see if I can get a better run. I will show the updated gear, because I did update gears and I did upgrade cosmetic pieces. I did not buy any though. So that being said, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.